People are surrounded by prints all the time. They just don't know that it's designated as a print. Money that you see, the engraving of George Washington, is a print. We have a very large program. Okay? We serve over 200 visual arts majors, students who are really looking to study the visual arts and transfer on to further their degree. We offer a range of disciplines that's probably wider than you're going to find at most schools our size. The visual arts program encompasses about 8 different disciplines. There's everything from jewelry making to printmaking, sculpture, ceramics, drawing, painting. Printmaking is one of those disciplines that when students see it in the schedule of courses, they often don't know what it is.
A lot of people buy shirts and prints, and you don't really know how much hard work goes into it.
A lot of tender loving care goes into being involved in printmaking, and I think it also produces artwork that is profoundly advanced.
And if you look at Rembrandt's prints, you see portraits that he did throughout his life, from a young, I guess he was about 18, all the way to an older man.
You can think of it in simple terms like a stamp. You know, a stamp is something where you have a design cut into some kind of surface, and then you're transferring ink from that stamp to paper. That's a very simple print. And all printmaking processes kind of share that common characteristic.
It's a craftsman type artistry, and it involves almost an apprenticeship, and that's something that Matthew Newell does very well.
When I finally got a hold of the process, it just clicked, and I loved it.
They come to learn from an artist teacher, somebody who has a commitment to teaching them, but somebody who also is practicing, professionally working in the art that they're studying.
And printmaking is just a very sophisticated form of art education.
All the professors in this department are amazing.
And everyone has a master's degree in whatever medium they're teaching, but they also are all, in their own right, professional artists in the community.
We do have the Santa Fe sponsored Spring Arts Festival, which is actually coming up in really just a few days. And that's a big showcase for Santa Fe. In terms of internally within the department, we have the Student Art Show every year. As a matter of fact, we just did the jurying for the Student Art Show. It's a competitive show. We have probably 200 to 300 entries. Out of that, roughly around 70 works are accepted.
Professors at UF have mentioned how well most of our students are technically trained.
We do stick to the foundations, but we take it all the way to printmaking, which in my opinion is almost like a junior, senior level course taught at a 2-year institution.
Our students go on to study at the University of Florida, which is of course right around the corner, but they also go on all over the country. We've had students accepted to the Rhode Island School of Design, the Savannah College of Art and Design. We've had students go everywhere.
Santa Fe is highly, highly accessible. There is no audition process in order to be involved in the arts programs here. We accept you where you are.
And I just think we're a neat department to not only teach in, but to be around and be in as a student.
Even if a kid doesn't become an artist, from this place, the period of time that they're here, they've learned the discipline and the tenacity that is required for them to be successful in whatever goal they choose from this point forward.
When you start talking to printmakers who've worked in the discipline for a while, they look at the depth of the ink, how much that line stands up on the surface of the paper. They look at sort of the undercolor and the top color of how these inks lay on the surface. Things that initially a student might not know until they become more intimately involved with the medium itself. I think that's why you study any medium, is to find out how it supports and how it expands your creative possibilities.